Here we go, guys, and I'm in the car, obviously, but I wanted to do a video that's a little different. Basically, pull the curtains back and tell everybody how much I make on YouTube, in case you were ever thinking about starting a YouTube channel and you have grand illusions of, giant wads and packs and sacks of money falling in your lap. It's not quite what you think it is. Notwithstanding that, obviously, as a monetized channel, I do get paid by YouTube through Google AdSense for every monetized video I publish, and I wanted to discuss that. I've been monetized 3 years. I'm about 8,500 or so, give or take, subscribers right now. And revenue, as long as you're monetized, and monetization is predicated on two things. One, you need at least 1,000 subscribers, and two, you need at least 4,000 hours of views in a rolling calendar year. And the 1,000 subscribers, it can be challenging. There are a lot of great fishing channels out there that haven't hit that mark yet. Folks I follow, Yakking with Bigfoot, Long Island Lethals, guys that catch big fish consistently. Check their channels out, by the way. But they haven't hit that metric. And I will be the first to admit I am extremely lucky that I'm friends with John Skinner. And because John promoted a couple of our early videos on his channel back when we had no idea what we were doing. Not that we know what we're doing now, but we knew even less back then. We were able to get to that metric, those two metrics, within 3 or 4 months of starting the channel. This channel started in March of 2018, and I think by August I was monetized. And the monetization part, once you get the 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours, that can be a challenge too. It's not the easiest process. It's time consuming. For me, it took, I think, 6 or 7 weeks from the moment I submitted my application to AdSense to the point I was actually monetized. And monetization is based, or how much you get paid is based on something called, that Google calls RPM, which is revenue per mil. Mil equals 1,000. So for every 1,000 views, this is how much you're getting paid. And that fluctuates depending on when you're publishing a video. Clearly, there are some times of the month, like right before Christmas, where the ad rates are through the roof. Advertisers are keen to get all their products out there because they know people are shopping. And then you have dead months like February and March, where, maybe Valentine's Day in February, but March, April, May, there's not much going on. And then there's the type of content you publish. And for me, I think that's what I find the most interesting with my monetization and my revenue. And like I said, we're gonna go through my history of earnings, how much I've made since I got monetized, month by month, what I'm making, and more importantly, the videos that bring the most money to me from a YouTube perspective. And I think that's the part that still surprises me, and I don't know if it'll surprise you or not, but it may not be what you think. It's very interesting. So, hope you enjoy. I know this is a little different. If you do, please hit that like button. And if you're not already a subscriber and you like this type of content, please consider subscribing.
And there you go, guys. A face made for radio. I kid, of course. I kid. It's actually made for YouTube narrations where the face can't be seen. But on a serious note, here we are back on our YouTube's analytics page. And this is just the screen when you log on. It gives you a snapshot of that month. You'll see for the last 28 days, Google AdSense, they calculate at 28, not 30 or 31 days. I've had 80,000 plus views, about 9.2 thousand hours of view time. I picked up about 278 subscribers, and all the way on the right, you'll see I made $595.56 for that last 28-day period. And the video might be a little choppy as we navigate through this, so bear with me if it is. But what we're really here to talk about is revenue, right? So you'll see on the top right, the banner on the top right, revenue right there. We're going to click on that, and that's the more about the last 28 days. And there you see that number we talked about in the car, RPM, revenue per mil. And the easy way to think about this is each view equals that number divided by 1,000. So 7.67 divided by 1,000 means that every time somebody watches one of my videos, the average I'm going to make on that view is 7 or 7/10 of a penny. So yeah, just under a penny, despite the commercials, despite everything else. There's a split. I believe the creator gets 60%. Google gets 40%. Don't quote me on that. I haven't looked that much into it. But here's the lifetime earnings. There you go. $8,628.59 since 2018. And look, about that number, thank you to everybody who's ever watched the video, because that's a direct result of you guys watching the videos. And again, I'm a really small fishing boating channel. I'm not a Goliath. There are fishing channels out there that have millions of subscribers. That's not this. This is 8,500 subscribers. And you see my history. The lifetime RPM is 5.91. And you'll see here, I'm dragging the cursor along the toolbar. During some periods, some months, the RPM is high. It's over $10, which means every view is over a penny. But my lifetime RPM, again, that's the lifetime history of the channel, what I've made. Every view equates to about 0.6 of a penny. So almost a little over half a penny a view in its lifetime. And this is not me complaining. I am grateful for every 0.591 penny that I make off this channel. It helps supplement, everything with the boat, with my business too, the equipment, and a lot of the stuff you wouldn't think about if you start a YouTube channel, having GoPros. I have, I think, 3 now, and microphones and new computers that work a lot better than your old computer that you started the channel with. And we're gonna talk about the top earning videos next, and you'll see here on the right there's a thing, and that's the surprising part. The majority of my top earning videos are in fact not fishing videos. They are boating videos. And you'll see here, as we go through some of these, probably, I think it's the top 11 or 12 have nothing to do with fishing directly. They are pure boating videos, whether it's the Coast Guard video, whether it's looking at boats. And here we go with the Rhode Island Blackfish trip from this past, I want to say it was sometime in late November 21 maybe, or November 28 maybe. That's the first video that pops up on my top earning videos after like 12 boat videos. And then if you continue down, you'll see it's the same thing. There's a lot of boat videos interspersed. And it sort of makes sense, right? I'm a regional saltwater fishing channel. My market, or my audience, is small. It's folks in the New York, New Jersey, Delaware, and I know I have subscribers from other parts of the country, but it's the little segment in the Northeast that loves fluke fishing, loves black fishing, and to a lesser extent, I do put some porgy and weak fish, striper videos up, but that's my core audience. Whereas there are millions of people all over the world that love boating, and those videos just attract more attention. I have, I believe, 1.4 something million lifetime views, and the majority of those views, the majority are related to that. And a little there's some more icons on the top. Geography, most of my viewers are in the US, but it's kind of interesting to see all these other little countries that are mixed in, like the Philippines and New Zealand. And New Zealand's not that small, but you get what I'm saying, that you have this other world that's watching your videos. And then the age of the viewers, the majority are in my age bracket. I'm 49. But this is all interesting stuff that you can get if you start a YouTube channel. On the analytics page, the gender, not surprising, majority male, 4.5% female. Kudos to the 4.5% of you that are female and watch this and put up with us. And then, just this page is loaded, or this website, the analytics page, is just loaded with detail. You can get really, really, really granular on, how you're making money, the trends. You can, it's pretty impressive what they've done. And if you really think about it, and I follow some car channels that have millions of subscribers, and they get sometimes my lifetime views in one day. So the opportunity is there for anybody that wants to do this or wants to do this on the side. it's great. And if you're passionate about it like I am, it's all the better. But if you're starting, like me, a regional fishing channel, be prepared. You're not, in my opinion, unless you really break out, you're not going to get super rich. And kudos to the guys like Elias, C-Money, Skinner, a lot of it, and anybody I missed, I apologize. But the guys that had the foresight to do this years ago, when YouTube, was just a thing where you went and watched people falling down videos, you weren't really using it. It wasn't being used the same way it is now. And those guys deservedly deserve all their subscribers, deserve all their views. But there you go, a little background into my YouTube earnings. I hope you enjoyed this. Feel free to ask any questions in the comments section. If you did like it, I'd appreciate a thumbs up. And if you're not already a subscriber and you like this type of content, although this isn't the type of content I'll normally be doing, please hit that subscribe button.